and welcome to UC Today. My name is Kieran Devlin and today's session is Maximising CX Success in a Hybrid World. I'm delighted to be joined by Mike Wilkinson, Chief Product and Marketing Officer at Kixie. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kieran. Good to be here.
Before we explore exactly how customers can maximise CX in a hybrid world, please tell us a little bit about yourself, Mike, and the work you do with the Kixie.
Okay, so I run product and marketing at Kixie. So my role very much focuses around the strategy of the business and also the product roadmap and the marketing plans that go with that and go-to-market strategy. So Kixie is a analytics business. We've worked with Cisco for many years on their Broadworks platform in particular, but also Webex. And we most recently launched an additional capability to support Microsoft Teams as well. We also bought a CRM integration business in October last year. The company's Mondigo. That's now fully integrated inside the Kixie business, and we're using that in field as well. So our proposition and the strategy is very much to work with service providers. We have about 100 service providers worldwide, and we supply them the analytics capability that they overlay on top of Cisco Webex, Broadworks, or Microsoft Teams, and then also CRM solutions as well. So those provide sort of value-added capability to those main cloud platforms.
Perfect. And moving on to the topic at hand, now, how exactly would you define hybrid? I guess for the lay person, it has quite an expansive meaning. So I would love to get your thoughts on it as a precise definition, and why has it become such an important concept?
Okay, yeah, so hybrid is a bit similar, if you will, to hybrid cars insofar as they have two forms of propulsion, so electric motor and a petrol motor or a diesel motor in some cases. In a hybrid world of cloud communications, you have effectively two cloud call control platforms running in unison, and they're integrated together in a hybrid solution. So typically what you'll see in field is a hybrid of either a cloud platform and a PBX or two cloud platforms running together. Probably the most common you'll see of two cloud platforms running together would be a Cisco Microsoft combination. But I guess we'll talk about that a little bit later on as we go through the session.
Perfect. And where are you guys seeing hybrid most? And jumping off that as well, what would you say are the most dominant use cases and benefits for customers?
Okay, so in terms of hybrid, there's two types of hybrid that you will see out there. So there's the migration hybrid. So you would see a migration from something like a PBX infrastructure, so Cisco Call Manager, through to Webex calling or Teams in that instance, or where you've got a situation where the customer is maybe migrating from one cloud platform onto another, or you have a situation where you have a combination of two platforms together. So you may have some on-prem with cloud, or you may have two clouds together where they've got functionality which combines together to provide the complete solution for a particular customer. So in terms of use cases, what we're seeing out there at the moment is quite a lot of the migration situation. So you will see migrations towards Webex or Teams, or in some cases the true hybrid where you've got peer functionality between two clouds in particular. So you would see maybe optimized solutions towards the edge in, say, large distributed enterprise combined with a central solution, which most commonly we're seeing as a team solution these days. So we've seen situations recently where you've got something like Broadworks providing reasonably comprehensive call control out of the edge, and then that backs into a Microsoft Teams infrastructure in the core.
And well, we've discussed the benefits and the use cases, but the flip side to this is that there are always challenges to any environment, any context. What would you say are the main challenges in hybrid environments?
I think the issues are mainly in the sort of detail, if you will. So in particular, where you've got dual call control, then you may run into situations in mid-call services where things don't work exactly the same between those two call control platforms, or things like presence get out of step. So quite often we'll see situations where customers are on one solution and perform a function, and then that isn't exactly replicated when you have the similar solution running on the other cloud platform. And part of the solution that we provide is the fact that we can look at the call legs in both of those platforms and start to make judgmental calls as to what's happening as a result of that, including things like the timing associated with it as well, which can be critical because in a lot of cases, especially where you're doing customer interaction, and you get significant delays come in for whatever reason, or maybe the call moves in a slightly different way than you expected. In those circumstances, what we end up doing is pulling those call legs together.
And one final question before I let you go, Mike. We can move on to specifically, how do a Kixie's CX solutions facilitate hybrid environments?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we have the ability to look at the detailed call analytics in both Cisco environments, Webex environments, and Teams environments. And we have also the capability to start to combine those as well. So if you have, for sake of argument, an inbound call that gets passed in through a Cisco environment, maybe Broadworks in this case, but then gets passed back to a central solution where you've got, let's say, a former call queue, which is sitting on Teams, we'll be able to track that call both through the Cisco environment and the Teams environment, and all in real time. Because one of the things that we do within a Kixie is focus on the accuracy of what we do in analytics. And in particular, when we come out with analytics on a new platform, we make sure that we can deliver everything in the context of real time. So our customers have the ability to monitor all calls through their various different platforms and get their results instantaneously. And that tends to be important where you have businesses which have customers who are likely to change very quickly. So say, for sake of argument, you have a situation where a customer's phoning around in a retail environment trying to get a product and there's plenty of alternatives and it's a high value product. You need to be back to them pretty quickly, and so that's where our call analytics pay off significantly well.
Well, I think that's all we've got time for today, but I've really enjoyed today's session, so thank you, Mike, for being here.
Okay, thanks, Kieran.
And if you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and share on social media, and we'll see you next time. I've been Devlin of UC Today. Thanks for watching.